Hi! Hello. Welcome. It's Thursday and it's Punch Life Back. And this is where we honor the hero in ourselves and explore what it takes to live fearlessly. And of course, to punch back whenever life knocks us down. Yay! And Mrs. Scott Evans is here early today. Yay! So that makes me super happy. I have like such a hard time thinking when I hear the music. Just wanna... Hey Eddie dude, welcome! Happy to have you! So I'm gonna take the music away, guys. I'm sorry. I can't. It's too much. Oh, cool! Yay! What was not working on the notification front? Because for a while mine didn't seem to be working either. I'm still dancing even though I turned the music off. That's ridiculous. Yeah. So today's topic is all about how to make badass decisions. And when I think of a badass person, I think of Linda Hamilton from The Terminator, which is why I use that as the image, because she is, she's a badass. So for us, though, we may not end up being that kind of a badass, and that's totally fine. That's not really what I'm talking about. But for us, one of the things that really can help us make badass decisions is when we're super clear on what we value. What I like about coaching and life coaching and resiliency coaching is, I guess I love and hate this because it's like, well, duh. What I value, that would influence my decisions. So what? And yet, the simplicity, it's just something that we tend to overlook and not really know to do this kind of work. So anyways, today is all about getting clear on what our values are and then using those as a criteria for making decisions, and that will, in turn, when our decisions are in alignment with our values, we will become a badass. So, okay. Well, I'm glad you figured out how to turn it on, the Mrs. Scott Evans. That is great. Great. Okay. So today's a little bit different in that I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to do exercises to use this time to actually get super clear on what your values are. So, Oh, hi, Tiki Meher and Rob. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah, nice to have you here again. So today's going to be kind of unusual because you'll have time to do these exercises if you want to. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. This is actually a group coaching session. So, and I have yet to live stream one of these, so I'll appreciate feedback from you guys and just let me know if I'm giving you guys too much time, too little time, or if you're not wanting to, if everybody doesn't want to actually sit down and do the exercise today, but later, let me know and I'll just go through this stuff faster. Yeah, sound good? Oh, I'm so excited to see you all here. This is awesome. Okay, so we're getting clear on our values so that we can use them to make decisions. And when our decisions are in alignment with our values, we're a badass. Okay, that's the main thing to take away. So, values are things that are important to us, right? So here, I'm going to take you over here. Whoops. Nope. I'm going to take you over here. So, this is, let me know if I need to zoom in, guys. This is a list I created of, I'm actually going to make this make more sense here. Hold on. Of values. So, no! Okay, yeah. So the two columns on the left, so the left column and the middle column are typical values. So values all tend to be one word. And yeah, there's all kinds of value lists out there. So if you want a more robust one, the internet's got them up to 500, which I think is just redonkulous because who can use that? But if you want more, it's out there for you. So for now, here's just a list you can peruse. So one of the cool things about values is from here on out, Nice one, Robbie Rob. Yes. I can tell you might bring a lot of puns to the chat, which would make me very happy. I love puns. Okay. So values from here on out are something that we get to choose. So what's important to us is up to us. Until today, if you've never done work on your values, chances are a lot of the things that you hold as valuable, like I'm just pulling from a list, respect, communication, flexibility, they probably came from outside of yourself. So from your teachers or your parents or maybe your religion, whatever, right? So from now on, you get to empower yourself by choosing your values, which I think is just super cool. So the other thing about values to keep in mind is that they can be fear-based. And by this, what I mean is a value that makes you avoid something, or makes you feel like shame, or like you just feel really bad because you feel like you should value that and then you just broke it. So fear-based values tend to be the ones that we get from our culture, right? So, okay, just again, picking one off the list, honesty. Honesty is thought of as universally a good thing, right? But not everybody actually values it. So if that wasn't something that I genuinely valued, then I'll learn to let it go as one of my values, right? Yeah, that was kind of a weird one because, well, it's a good one. Whatever. I think you guys are understanding it. So yeah, okay, I'll get more into that later. But values, if you, like, can actually trigger a lot of judgment, right? Like you may look at one of these and think of it as positive, or look at another one and think of it as negative. And just keep in mind that the judgment can be attached to the value being a fear-based value. So it's just a little like clue as you look through the value list. The right-hand column is the 24 character strengths that we talked about in many casts ago. This is from the VIA Institute of Character, and these are the 24 universal human virtues. And we all have these, and you can take a free survey to find out where they rank for you, and we all come away with our top 5. So again, I wanted to list this here because I actually found that the character strengths list is a really great value list, right? These are human virtues that are universally accepted as valuable. And for me, my end of this whole process for me included some of my character strengths. And that made sense because we get masterful at 5 of the character strengths because they're really fucking important to us. So you might find inspiration on the right-hand column as well. Okay, so the first, yes, Tiki Meher, I agree. It's so good. I'll have to pull it up and share the link with everybody that missed that episode so that they can, they can do that on their own if they want to. So we're just going to take a couple minutes to go through this list, guys, and just jot down 10 or 15 that spark your interest, that you think might be your values. And this is our first group exercise, so let me know, if you guys would rather me rush through this or whatever. I don't know if you're doing the work or you want to do the work today, so just give me feedback. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. And, yes. You know what? Hold on for a second. I'm going to bring the music back because now we need it. Yeah. Okay. And now I'll bring you guys back to that page. There you go. So yeah, you're just looking through the list to come up with 10 to 15 that hit home for you. The 10 to 15 that are they seem the most important. All right, about 1 more minute. Perfect. Thanks, Tiki Meher. Well done. Well done. All right, cool. So that was a couple minutes. I'll leave the list up a little bit longer. So we probably are looking at least a list of like 10 to 15. And that's a fantastic start. Where we're going is we're going to whittle that down to about 3 to 5. And we do that so that our brains can actually focus on the values that we have, and there's not too many where we like simply can't remember what's important and then we don't honor them, and not too few because then it wouldn't capture enough of what's important to you. So we're taking this big list and we're going to whittle it down as we move forward. So here's the thing that's kind of cool. When we make decisions based on our core values, we power up. Yes, this is our second power up. So in other words, like our life, we get stronger, our life gets better when we use our core values. I spend a lot of time making these graphics, you guys, so I get really excited when I get to use them. Yeah, so the other kind of cool thing is whenever you find that you're not in alignment with your core values or one of your core values, that's an amazing opportunity to get in alignment, to grow and change. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're like, God damn it, I just lied again and I really, my core value is honesty. Like, that's cool. That's telling you like there's your spot to start growing. It's not a big deal. It's an opportunity, right? So one of the reasons why the core values are so important is because when you're in alignment, you feel like yourself and you feel more fulfilled, and your goal setting becomes more powerful when you're using those values to make those decisions and choose those goals, because it's self-expression. You are getting to the core of who you are and you're expressing it. And it's a fucking sweet spot to be in. When on the flip side, when we aren't honoring our core values, we're out of alignment, that's when our life doesn't really work. We get depressed or we get down, and maybe we're angry all the time, but life just seems, it's like the earth is off its axis, and that's when we tend to engage in like destructive or self-sabotaging behavior. It's when we're out of alignment with what is important to us, like in our core, which is why that's called core values. Oh, it's all so simple. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna continue with the exercise, and so I'll bring back the goodbye beautiful power up graphic, bring back the website. So yeah, so as we move forward, actually, you know what? Hold on, pause. I'm getting too ahead of myself. So I'm gonna take now as the opportunity to do our quick 5-minute mindfulness meditation that we do every Thursday. And the reason why I'm doing it now is because it will just help clear our brains so that we can really focus on the exercise. So I'm pulling up our timer. And it's just gonna be a mindfulness, focusing on the breath. It'll be over before you know it. All right, and I don't have chat while I'm doing this, but right afterwards I will. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable. And again, if you're driving or something, please don't do this. And you can close your eyes or keep them open if you prefer. If they're open, maintain a soft focus as best as you can. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it go out through your mouth. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. And this time, after your inhale, feel free to release it on a sound. And with it, the tension goes. And now that you're breathing on your own, simply invite your attention to some part of your breathing. Maybe it's where the air comes in through your nostrils, or the feeling of it as it passes over your lips. Perhaps it's your belly or your chest as they rise and fall. And when you find your mind wandering off of that focus to a thought, maybe a sound, or an itch, simply invite your focus back to your breath. No judgment or self-criticism is necessary. The process of bringing our attention over and over and over again back to our breath is mindfulness meditation. If we didn't have the distractions, we'd have no opportunity to practice the meditation. If you find yourself judging yourself harshly, feel free to take a deep breath and release it again. And let the tension go with the breath. And if you have an itch or an ache that's really, really bugging you, you can always adjust. You'll know when you're using that adjustment as an excuse not to focus. And you'll know when you're not. We did it! All right, I got chat back up. Yeah. All right. So one of the benefits of mindfulness meditation is that it helps you, it builds your ability to focus. And that's really helpful for if you play games like I do. Our ability to focus is super important. It's also, we all tend to train in multitasking, right, with our smartphones and everything. So this is a way to just counter that learning that we're doing all the time and just give our brains a chance to be able to be powerful and single-minded. And it helps clear our brains a bit. Okay. All right. So, yeah, as we go into the remaining exercises here, keep in mind that values, right? There's the fear-based ones that don't feel very good. They come with a lot of judgment, anger. They're probably something that you've been told you should do or should value, versus the values that are a conscious choice for yourself. And those are the ones we're trying to get. And those are the ones that inspire you, they motivate you, they get you excited, they, for lack of a better word, like they resonate with you, right? They just feel like they are a part of who you are and who you want to be. So they also, the conscious values over the fear-based values, they also conscious-based values tend to be long-lasting. So as you go through this, if you think that the value you're selecting might not be important in about a month, it's probably not one of your core values. Okay. So I hope, oh no, Tiki Meher, you almost went to sleep. You know what? That happens in meditation, and I say it's totally fine because sometimes we just need to sleep, and that's good, right? Okay. If you're someone who falls asleep a lot in meditation, so meditation kind of makes us uncomfortable, right? We're like not used to sitting still and focusing. So if you're using sleep as an excuse to not do the meditation, that's a whole different thing entirely. And also sitting up with, powerful alignment also helps keep people awake. So you just got a mouthful for that one comment in chat. All right. So first part of this is to think about a time in your life when you felt fucking good. So something was working really, really, really well. And chances are it felt fucking good because one or more of your core values was being honored. So go ahead and think of a time in your life where it was like, yes, yes, oh my God, I wish life could be like this all the time. For me, one of those moments was, I used to be an actress, and one of those moments was when I was doing my second horror movie. And I mean, life was just sweet. I was having a ball, and I was just, like, my happiness was through the roof. It's like I had 10 power-ups going on all at once. I was really powerful. And that's because it honored two of my most important core values, which was connection and adventure. So that's my example. So go ahead and think of a time in your life when you felt fucking good. And then ask yourself, what values do you think were being expressed? Oh, bye, Tiki Meher. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Have fun. Oh, I'll pull that, here you go. This might help for reference. So you're thinking about a time when your life was through the moon, awesome, and you're asking yourself, what values do you think made it awesome? And you can come up with a couple situations, right? At the end of these exercises, you're going to have about 10 to 40 values as a list. So you want to really treat it like a brainstorm where no idea is bad. Everything has value. Oh dear. I think my first emote will be like a fire me emote. For when I'm being like really sappy or ridiculous, you guys can just let me know. All right, I'm going to give you another minute unless I hear that you guys need more time. Oh my gosh, I have forgotten one of my favorite reasons for using core values to make decisions. So, you guys remember how we use the hero's adventure, like the hero's journey, as a model for how we could live our lives? Okay, so the idea was that we all start at home, and then there's a call to adventure that we hear, and then we like deliberate on whether or not to answer the call, and then if we do, we have to step over that threshold into the fog of war, like into the unknown, and that's where we meet our fellowship. We like go through tons of trials and tribulations, eventually get what we want, become a powerful badass hero, and then we have to step over the threshold once again to return home and share what we've learned to make the world a better place, and it repeats itself over and over and over again. So, we're gonna hear lots and lots of calls to adventure in our lives, right? To help us determine which ones are our badass ones that we really should, but if we get past our gremlins, right, and we say yes to that call to adventure, life is going to be, your life is going to be full, your like resiliency is going to be climbing, and you're going to be thriving. Okay, it's when that call to adventure is in alignment with your core values. So, for example, with Twitch, right? Like I felt the call to adventure for doing a resiliency coaching stream on Twitch, which like felt good to me. I saw tons of potential there, all that kind of stuff. But I had talk about my like gremlins being triggered. It's like, oh, you're not funny enough. You're not interesting enough. You don't know enough. You're not pretty enough. Like, just it was awful, right? Like, ugh. And this isn't like how people normally use Twitch. So I had a lot of reasons to run away from this. So what I did is I got in touch with my core values again, and I asked, is streaming on Twitch in alignment with my core values? And it was, like, hugely so, like overwhelmingly so, and that's what got me to step over the threshold and go on this adventure. So yeah, it can help you make badass hero journeys, and yeah, I can't believe I left that out. All right, so you totally have had substantial time on that one. So we're gonna look at the flip side, and if you guys have any questions, just shoot them over in chat. On the flip side of this, think of a time when you were really upset. Maybe you were pissed off or really, really sad, but a time that was not good. And you're going to ask yourself, like, what was going on? What were you feeling? And then you're going to dig to find out what value was being challenged. So we tend to not all the time, but often when we get really angry or maybe really sad, one of our core values is being ignored or someone's steamrolling it. So, for example, I get really angry when I see reckless driving because one of my top values is my vitality. So that's my ability to live a full life. And reckless driving puts that in jeopardy, not just for myself, but for the driver and everybody else around. So it really, really gets me going. So again, no idea is right or wrong here. It's a brainstorm. They're all valid for now. You're going to end up with a list of 10 to 40 values. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. So a time that absolutely wasn't working. You're angry, upset, sad. What value was being ignored, steamrolled, challenged? Got another minute. All right. Let me know if you need more time. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep it rolling. Okay, so the last scenario is we're gonna look at what you absolutely must experience in life. Okay, so one way to access this is to ask yourself, without X, my life doesn't work. Well, just a couple minutes on this one. And you can totally reference what I have up here on the screen for ideas. But without what does your life not work? Without what does your life not work? Or what do you absolutely have to have in order for your life to work? Is it romance? Maybe creativity? I don't know. All of us are totally different. So this is going to be highly, highly, highly personal. All right, just a little bit more time. This is my resiliency octopus. He's a Stretch Armstrong. And he's always angry. I love it. Okay. All right, guys. So your list, again, 10 to 40, probably. And either way, wherever you fall on that spectrum, it's too much for you to be able to use effectively. So, here, let's see. What do I want to do here? There we go. Yeah. Okay, that one's better. So the next, and remember, the reason why we're going to whittle down all of these values, you just found a list of a lot of things that are important to you. The reason why we're bringing them down to your core values is because our brains can't work with a list that's too big. And if we go too small, we don't really capture all of who we are, or like what's really important to us. So the sweet spot tends to be, again, 3 to 5 values. And that's where we are heading. If you have any questions, I'm here and I'm paying attention. Oh gosh, Rob, no, cactus. Now you're increasing your tolerance to physical discomfort. And as long as you're not actually jeopardizing your health and well-being, then maybe you did just actually find a way to use a cactus as a resiliency tool. So maybe I should be congratulating you instead of saying no. Wow. I will not be doing that, by the way. I know how awful that is. Okay, so to start whittling it down, one thing that is super, super helpful is if you can, chances are you're going to see that some of your words are related to the same theme. I'm trying to look at the list here and see if I can help with that. I think you're just going to see it, and I'll give a personal example from my life. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through your list and you're going to batch together the words that share a common theme. And then from that batch, we're going to pull out the word that best describes that core value for you. Okay? So first step is to batch them all. So for me, I had a lot of words around like bravery, love of learning, challenge, risk-taking, freedom. Yeah, a lot of words around that kind of stuff. And the theme that I pulled from it was adventure. And that's why adventure is one of my very top core values. So I hope that example helps. You got a couple minutes, or a minute, I don't know. I've got to warm him up before he's really ready to get stretched. This was actually a gift from our very own Soul Art Radiant. Okay. You're probably done. Okay, so if you haven't already, when you have a batch, do your best to create a word that best captures that batch for you. So again, I made adventure out of my values of courage, challenge, bravery, love of learning, freedom, zest. And if you want help, let me know. I will use this noggin. Noggin? Yeah, this noggin. You're not gonna want my help now. It's fine. I'll give you like a minute. Oh, I'm doing what the giant's doing. Okay, I'm gonna assume you guys got it. Okay, so your list is getting whittled down, right? Right? Okay, so the goal now is to be at 3 to 5. So if you still have more than that, the key is to ask yourself, which ones are the most essential, right? So go back to that idea of what do you have to have in life for your life to work? And just compare them and you'll know. They're the ones that motivate you the most, inspire you the most, feel like you the most. Oh, my head's cut off. And we're on the home stretch. So when you were down to your like 3 to 5, you want to rank them in order of importance. And that's especially true if you have 4 or 5. And the reason is you're just helping your brain, again, know without a doubt what's the most important to you. So if you're looking at a decision and maybe it honors 3 of the 5, or let's see. Okay, this is stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna do this for real. So my core values are resiliency, hold on, connection, resiliency, where this finger would be, adventure, vitality, and integrity. So if I have a choice to make and, it's honoring my integrity and my vitality, but it's not honoring the other 3, well, those other 3 are my top 3. So chances are I won't make that choice if it's in contention with my top 3, right? So that's the point of the putting it in order, so that you can be super clear, so that you can be like Linda Hamilton from the Terminator and make badass decisions and power up. Oh, I don't have the power up graphic on this overlay. Ha! There we go. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right, so you've prioritized them, yes? Okay. So the final step to this exercise is we are going to make a sentence for each of your values, each of your core values that you find triggers your emotions. And the reason is this. A single word, right, we can get in our head about it and disconnected from how it makes us feel. And when that happens, we're just less likely to pay attention to them and to use them and to power up with them. So we take this final step of creating an emotional sentence. And by that, just a sentence that connects you again to your emotions, okay? So that they remain really powerful and so that our brains remember, oh yeah, I have this power up option. Let me pull it out of my never-ending backpack and use it, okay? So it's this is especially helpful if you ended up having to do a lot of batching. So sometimes, even though you're pulling out like your main word out of the batch, it can be a little hard to do or a little sad to do because you lose the richness of all the other ones that were in that batch. This sentence is a chance to bring some of those back. And the way that I created my sentences was as a toast. And that just seemed fun to me. And that's why I did it that way. So I'll share mine, and then you can all judge me because I know you're going to. But while you're judging me, hopefully you're also getting ideas for what it is that I'm talking about. So for resiliency, I say, wait. Okay. Cheers. Okay, nope, graphic in the way. Okay. So here's to living fearlessly and punching back whenever life knocks me down. Oh, that must sound familiar to you all. So that's to resiliency. Okay, connection. Here's to loving unconditionally and sharing my authentic self. Okay. I'll be very hydrated. Adventure. Here's to always going there and back again. Huzzah. Vitality. Here's to living fully with zest. What? I did not anticipate actually drinking. Okay, integrity. Here's to being whole and undivided. And here's to you guys. So go ahead and take a couple minutes and create your emotional statement that reminds you why that core value is a core value to you. Where's my music? Oh, I hear it. All right, one more minute, guys, and then we're gonna wrap up our making badass decisions section. All right. Oh, hasn't quite been a minute. I'm trying to rob you of your time. Okay. You guys, if you went along on that ride with me and did all this, like, way to go. I know, again, like, I'm blown away by how practical and simple these tools are, and how how they just have the potential to change our lives for the better in an amazing way. And since this is all about living fearlessly and punching back whenever life knocks us down, it's about being resilient. The reason why core values are helpful is because, so many reasons, but just one to keep in mind, I guess, that I can leave you with is that when you're making your goals based off of your core values, where they're in alignment with your core values, it doesn't matter anymore if you fail or if you make a mistake. Because here's the thing, when you're living in alignment with who you are, there's no such thing as a failure. Because what you get out of the actions you take is so much more valuable than the success of the action itself. Because when you're in alignment with your values, your core values, you feel fulfilled and you feel authentic. It's that simple. And then it's just this opportunity to use it in our lives and to power up. So, Robbie sharing an example. Fairness is a concept that can inspire and color the way we identify with existence. Whoa. That sounds so profound. And I love how, I would just read the word fairness and it wouldn't mean that to me. So I really love how personal you made that. Really awesome work. And thank you for sharing. That's brave, and just that, and bravery totally excites me. Yay! Yes. Okay. So, sorry, you guys see that? No, you don't. Haha. I really need dual monitors. I will get there one day. Okay, so I'm going to share something with you guys. It's an opportunity to continue this work and really make it a part of your lives so that you're powering up with your core values all the time. So what I did is I created a Excel spreadsheet, okay, that I'm going to share with you guys. So I have a link and you can feel free to use it, make it your own, download it, whatever. But the idea is that from time to time, it could be once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever you want it to be, you can check in with your core values. So at the bottom of the page, there are tabs for each of up to 5 core values. So each page on the Excel spreadsheet is tracking one value. So I would go up here at the top left and I would put in a date, and then let's say this is my core value. I would actually color the tag to say what core value this is. So say this is my core value of adventure. I would then go, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much am I in alignment with my core value of adventure today? Well, it's a 10 because I'm streaming. If it isn't a 10, why isn't it higher, right? So this is your chance to reflect and find out what happened that's keeping you out of true alignment. And then the bonus question is, what, if anything, do I want to do about it? So this is the opportunity to take what you learned and put it into action. And you can do this, again, how often you want to do it. You can do it for all of your core values. The more you do this and the more core values you include, the more powerful the exercise. I also, on the far right tab, I called the gratitude power up bonus. So this is about gratitude, our very first power up that we learned about. And here it is. So one way, just one of many ways that you can practice gratitude in your life more and more often is just come to this. And the question is, what are the top 3 things that I'm grateful for today? And you just list them down. So I'm really grateful for Twitch because it allowed me to be here and connect with you guys, and it knocks like all my core values. I am so grateful because it is like a downpouring torrent today of rain. Makes me super happy. And I'm really grateful because I have the heat on right now and I feel warm and comfortable, and that is not always the case. Yeah, and that's it. That gratitude's so fucking simple, does so much wonderful things for our brains and for our resiliency. So let me pull you back over here, and here's that link. So if you're interested in using the tracker and reflecting on your core values, I encourage it. Not absolutely necessary, you guys. It's just, and you can always come back to this, if you find that you're just forgetting about your core values, or maybe you get to a point where you're like, oh my God, I'm having one of those moments Catherine talked about where it's just like life is crappy. What is going on? Check in with this, and check in with your core values and see how in alignment you are. So if there's any trouble accessing this, you can always email me at info@punchlifeback.com, and I will help get that situated for you guys. I'm about to transition to playing Child of Light for about an hour. As always, this second portion of Thursday's stream is open for live coaching. So I offer 2 30-minute blocks. And if you would like to be brave enough and volunteer, again, email me at info@punchlifeback.com, and I'll answer your questions and talk about how we can make it something that you're comfortable to do, and all that kind of stuff. Again, you don't have to come on with your beautiful face like I do. It could just be audio, and I can always use an alias. I keep saying this every week. I do have other coaches who want to come on and coach me in front of you guys, and then I would coach them. And I just haven't gotten off my butt and made it happen. But I've got a list of I think it's 7 coaches as of this moment that want to do it. So that's coming. It's not on the top of my list. So unless I hear from you guys that it's something you really, really want to start seeing, I'm gonna add it later on once I get other things under my belt. What else? Oh, you know what? Although I don't know if I can do them both at the same time. Hold on, let me see. Nope. Nope. Gosh darn it. I'm seeing me in OBS. All right. I wasn't going to do this today. I never want to do this. That's the whole thing about the Fuck It Bucket. I don't want to do it, but I do it because it's building my resiliency. Ugh. All right, let me just get this over there. Okay, so there you go. You guys can still write it down while I do this beautiful Fuck It Bucket. So as you guys know, this is filled with a bunch of physical and or actions that are either physical or, okay, let me try this again. Tiny doable actions in the moment that I draw them that cause me to be physically or emotionally uncomfortable. Just slightly, not so much that I freeze in fear, but enough that I'm uncomfortable, because when we engage in things that make us take us slightly outside our comfort zone, either physically or emotionally, they build our ability to continue doing it and to face things that are even harder down the road. Oh, bye Robbie Rob. Thanks so much. Thanks. Enjoyed having you. I get louder, I think, when I'm talking to you guys in chat, like you're in the other room or something. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna stop delaying. I'm gonna pass on this because I've already done it. It says wear too much or too little. And I only have a t-shirt on today and I can't break Twitch rules. Otherwise I jeopardize the stream. So, and the point behind this is to get physically uncomfortable, not emotionally uncomfortable. So I will pass on this today. Sorry, I know you're so disappointed. So instead, let's see, what's this one? I need to start taking out the ones I've done before. That was offer something, which I did a couple weeks ago. Oh no! Oh, I've been dreading this one. Make up a joke on the spot and share it. What did the bee say to the fishy? you guys get it? He drowned because he was underwater. Oh God, that was really bad. Okay, I am definitely instituting where I take out the ones that I've already done. Unless you absolutely want one of them to stay in it. That was awful. And I can definitely, that took me outside my comfort zone. Yes, yes. A little bit proud of myself for doing it, for sure. Okay. So there we go. We got the bucket done. And there we go. Right, again, yeah, thank you guys so much for doing that. I'm gonna skip Habitica today because that session, the group coaching part, took quite a bit of time. But just know that Habitica's there if you guys want to join us and join in our party and have some accountability around getting the stuff done in life that it's a priority to you, but maybe you haven't gotten it done, or habits that you want to build, like doing a gratitude practice or a meditation practice, or even this core value power up practice. Join us in Habitica. Send me an email at info@punchlifeback.com. We can have up to 35 people, and I think we have like 5 right now. So more the merrier, and it's free. So yeah, and it's on your iPhone or your Android, all that good stuff. Okay, so I can stay right here and leave that up while I get Child of Light running, I think. So instead of going to a break like I normally do, you get to actually see behind the curtain and see me develop it. Or develop it? Get it ready? I don't know, you guys. But, I never brought, okay. How was that today, you guys? Did you enjoy doing a group coaching exercise, or how much did you enjoy that versus me just talking to you about theory, basically, and sending you away with an idea of something you can do? Let me know, because I can build more of this into it, or I can take it away. Yeah, I'm also thinking of like breaking these down into videos that are on YouTube that you guys can share if you find one of them really meaningful or helpful and you want to give it out to your friends. I've had some people reach out to me about that. So make suggestions. I have the suggestion box on my channel page. Woohoo! And follow me if you haven't. Right there. Right there. Okay, that's enough. That's enough self-growth, and now we get to go kill shit. So, in a beautiful, beautiful world of beautifulnesses. Alright, so it should be popping up. I only can see you guys now in chat. I can't see how this is running. So let me know if it's not working. Otherwise, strap yourself to the seat because we are going to play the ever-exciting Child of Light. All right, yeah, you guys, we just finished the quests. I believe we have them all now. Let's see, wait. Oh yeah, Rubella's Plight. Well, that's because we haven't gotten to the plains. Cool, cool. Ooh, we can apply some skills. Oh yeah, we were giving her all just that. Oh, him, her. All right. Cool. All right, let's go. Let's fast travel back to where we were. Yes. Yay! Ooh.